Okay, I am channeling my inner cat Nat here because let me tell you, people, filming a video in a house with 4 kids and a husband who is kind of like one of the kids, it's not an easy thing to do. All right, guys, in this video, I'm about to share with you 4 things that thriving, secure, confident stepmoms don't waste their time on. Now, before we get into this list of things that I think that confident, thriving, secure stepmoms don't waste their time on, I want to do a little bit of disclaimer because I think it's really important to remember that we are all human, okay? We all have thoughts and emotions and insecurities creep in. The difference between thriving, confident, and secure stepmoms and those who are not quite there yet is how long they pack up and stay in this place. So if you're listening to this list and you're like, there's no way that I can stop worrying about that kind of stuff, bear with me, okay? This is a work in progress. And I'm not doing this video as someone who is with any judgment or someone who hasn't spent time and energy on these things. I'm doing this video because I am someone who has wasted a lot of time and energy worrying about a lot of these things. I'm also someone who very early in my stepmom journey, if you will, I made the decision that this is not going to be my life. I'm going to thrive amongst the extra stressors that come with being a stepmom. And that's why I share all this stuff with you. I want to help you get to this place too. So I get it. I have been there and I have done a lot of work to get to this place. Now, if you also are at that point where you're like, you know what, this is not going to be my life. I do not want to feel like this anymore. I've linked a bunch of resources for you in the description. So be sure to check them out. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel because I release videos every single week and these videos will help you too. Alrighty, so the first thing that thriving, secure, confident stepmoms do not waste their time on, and please do not waste your time on this, is what other people think that their role as a stepmom should look like. They do not care what other people think. Here's the thing about the word stepmom or the role of a stepmom. So many people have different and very strong opinions about what role a stepmom should play. Stepmom should discipline. Stepmom should not play a role in discipline. Stepmom should come to extracurriculars. Stepmom should not. Stepmom should be all in. Stepmom should respect the place of their mom. Stepmom should do this, but they shouldn't do that. Like, honestly, it's just so much misinformation and different opinions on what role a stepmom should play in a home. So here's the thing. You do what feels best for you. If you're a stepmom who's all in on the discipline and plays an active role the exact same as all the other parents, and that works for you and your family, awesome. If you are a disengaged stepmom and let the parents take the lead, that's cool too. Like, there is no one size fits all approach. And if I could go back to those early stepmom days, I would be the expert on my own life. I would do what feels right for us and not worry about what anyone else thinks a stepmom should or should not do. The second thing that stepmoms who are confident, secure, thriving, all of that, don't waste their time on is trying to enforce rules that neither parents are on board with. Now, before you're like, no, Jamie, but I get it. I get it. This is honestly probably one of the most common stressors that we have in our household. It has been a big challenge for me, but let me tell you this. Trying to enforce rules and consequences and values in your stepchildren that neither parents are on board with is a recipe for disaster. It is not worth the turmoil it causes in your marriage. It is not worth the, negativity and the vibe in your home. It is not worth the battle. And it paints you as the bad guy. Like, if you're the only parent trying to follow through with these rules and you're just the stepmom, it's going to help your relationship with your stepkids. So take a back seat when you are not on the same page as their parents. Honestly, so many stepmoms struggle with this. And then when I coach them into making it happen, they come back and they're like, wow, why didn't I do this earlier? This is so much better. Third thing that you shouldn't worry about is your partner's marriage to his ex. A lot of stepmoms spend a lot of time comparing themselves to the ex or questioning things that happen in their marriage or feeling insecure because they didn't get the same experiences and like asking questions about what that marriage was like. Here's the cold hard truth. Your partner had some good times with his ex. He really did. It was not all bad. At one point in time, that was who he was going to spend his life with. But that relationship ended. It's done. They are no longer in a relationship. That relationship has absolutely nothing to do with your relationship now. It doesn't make the memories any less meaningful. It doesn't make your traditions any less meaningful. It doesn't mean that your relationship and your memories with him are any less special. Has nothing to do with it. In fact, I think that being the second wife is actually a good thing. And I have a video that I'm going to link so that you can check that out as well. Okay. But don't spend your time worrying about what they did. Focus on what you're going to do now and together and in your future. Got it? The last thing that thriving, confident, secure stepmoms don't waste their time and energy on is what goes on at the kids' mom's house. Okay, a lot of stepmoms spend a lot of time worrying about rules and expectations and nutrition and boundaries and all the things that go down at the kids' mom's house. You cannot control how she parents. You may have a different idea about how things should be done over there, but they're her kids. She gets to decide how she parents in her home, just like you get to decide how you parent in your home. So stop worrying about it. Unless there's a child protection issue, honestly, let it go because you cannot control it. It is natural for your mind to go to that place. It is natural for you to worry about kids who you are caring for, who kids that you look at as your own, who kids that you love and support and all of that. Like, it's natural. We all have our thoughts go to that place. But again, just do not pack up and stay there. You have to let it go. You focus on what goes on in your home. Let her focus on what goes on in her home. And think about it this way. Chances are, if you have different values and different expectations, you have different strengths as well. So your stepkids get to benefit from both of those perspectives. So you got to find the silver lining. I know it can be so hard, but find the silver lining. And remember, they're her kids and she gets to parent them however she wants. Alrighty guys, that's it for this video. If you are craving more, if you are like, I want more tips and strategies and mindset shifts, I am done feeling this way, I have linked a whole bunch of resources for stepmoms below, including a free ebook that I have with the secret to improving your step family life. Implement the tips in this ebook. I can almost guarantee you're going to see positive change. It's helped me. It has helped hundreds of other stepmoms. And guys, remember, sitting around bitching about how hard being a stepmom is not going to make being a stepmom any easier. If you want change, it is on you to make it happen. Got it? Good. All right. See you in the next one. Thriving, confident, secure stepmoms don't wait. All right, guys, Susan. For sakes.